What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I have the 1 month review of the Adidas Predator Elite 25 AG version. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you go down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also let me know down in the comments if you've had the chance to try on the Predator 25's AG version. Also, once again, huge shout out to New Soccer Shop for sending me these to review. The link to their Instagram is going to be in my description. But with that being said, I ain't gonna lie, guys, these did not disappoint. I sort of had the same expectations that I did with the fold over tongue 25s that I had, but those are FG. Obviously this is the AG variation, and this is my first pair of football boots in an AG variation. But let's talk upper first. Predator 25 features the strike skin elements as the gripped elements that Predators usually do feature. It's got the nice hybrid touch 2.0 upper that they kind of improved from the 24s. This upper, honestly guys, I prefer way much over the 24s. It's just so much softer than the 24s, and as far as like break-in time, I did have I think it was a session and a half that I had to actually fully wear these to break them in. And in the 24s, I had some pressure points here on the ends of the boots. With these, that happened for like maybe 10-15 minutes and it was just gone, which was honestly so nice, because those pressure points on the 24s was just, it was a little irritating, I ain't gonna lie. But touch on the ball with this upper has been honestly so comfortable. And I know when I first tried on the 25s, I mentioned that the strike skin is essentially 50% less than what the 24s have, and I am all for it. Like, it doesn't feel like the grip has just been plastered on there, kind of like how the 24s did. It feels like there was a perfect amount of strike skin added to it to be able to get that grip on the ball that you're looking for. But speaking of the durability of the strike skin, I also said that I was worried it wasn't going to last to the 1 month review, just because, as you can see, there are literal fins that stick up off of the boot, and the fins seemed just too thin for it to look like it was gonna last that long. Let me look at both boots here. It looks like actually none of the fins really wore off or broke off. Obviously you have like a little bit of wear, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this on camera, but it's very minimal. But yeah, that durability on the strike skin is pretty nice. Now, in the initial playtest video, I had brought up some concerns about these two segments of laces here, and I said that I was worried it was gonna, I was actually gonna feel it on the top of my foot. I can tell you now that I don't feel those on the top of my feet, and it's actually pretty comfortable, I ain't gonna lie. Because of those two segments, I have found the tongue moving over to the left a lot less, or right on your right foot, because in the 24s, after every session, the boot was like this. Like, it was just so annoying. So I think those two segments provided a good sense of stability with the tongue just staying in one place. Now, in the 24s, I also mentioned a pinching area right here on this lace, and every time I would go and just lace them up, they felt really uncomfortable because of that area. And I can tell you right now that these 25s don't have that. So that's nice. I actually haven't felt any pinched areas as far as laces in these boots. And I think that's very nice, because I felt a couple in the 24s. So that's a nice little improvement or little adjustment that was made with them. Overall heel area, I had no issues with. It's pretty solid heel area, I ain't gonna lie. Now, like I said in the playtest video, I noticed that this upper was thinner than the actual FG version, and it definitely is. Did that really affect the feel of the boots? I think it did. Whenever I wear the FG version, it feels it's definitely a lot more loose than what these are. You get a snugger fit with these, and if that's what you're looking for, I ain't gonna lie, it's actually pretty comfortable, especially with the Hybrid Touch 2.0. Although the FG version with the slightly wider like toe box forefoot area is more comfortable in the fact that your toes are going to be able to move more than this narrowed bit on the AG boot. Is it a deciding factor for me? Honestly, not really. I think it gives me more options now. If I want a Predator that's a little bit more snug, I'll just wear the AG version. Now, last but not least, the biggest difference between FG and AG, the sole plate. The AG sole plate has been so comfortable for me. Like I stated at the beginning of the video, this is my first pair of football boots that has or features that AG sole plate, and I was very excited to try it out because one, I didn't know really what to expect, and I'm on an AG pitch, I would say now, like probably 100% of the time. I'm rarely on an FG pitch. To be able to wear these and not really worry about any injuries is actually so nice. The conical studs just make it so comfortable on any AG surface. Makes it feel just so much easier to move around in. I didn't get the chance to wear these on FG, but I have no doubt that if you play on FG and AG, you should be fine with getting an AG pair. The stud length is a little bit on the long side for an AG pair, as I've seen and compared to other AG models. And also on that note, there's another boot, the Copa Icon 2, that features this exact sole plate, and it's marketed as FG-AG. So FG-AG boots right here, honestly. FG variation of this boot is actually really nice as well, but FG-AG right here, I ain't gonna lie, is clean. This is probably my favorite part of the boot because the boot itself is just so nice, and this sole plate just makes it so much better. But my final thoughts on the Predator 25 Elite AG version, laced, I ain't gonna lie, this is a very comfortable boot. I'm trying to think about any issues that I had playing in these, and I can't think of any significant ones that would really make me not want to wear these, because my biggest issue with the 25's laced version was that pinching area that I got on this lace right here, and that's just completely gone in these. So honestly, like, this is like one of my top boots right now. You cannot go wrong with these, especially in the AG version. And I mean, like, colorway, this full red, white, and black is just so clean. I can't get over this colorway. They just really nailed that hue and color of red. But yeah, with that being said, let me know down in the comments if you guys have had the chance to try on a pair of the Predator 25 lace version, and if you have you tried FG or AG? And also, would you like me to review the laceless version? Because I've done the fold over tongue, I've now done the laced, and I actually do not own any pair of laceless boots, so that would be pretty fun. Let me know down in the comments what you think, but don't forget to go down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.